take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him a taste of Kiwi.
All right, kia ora, no mai hoki mai. Welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL Podcast. Tonight in the studio, we have a special guest. It's not Jason. Everyone's used to him. It's Christian from Warriors NRL Fanatics. How are you, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's great to be on your podcast. I really appreciate the invite. I know we've been sussing out for a couple of weeks, and I haven't been able to come on, but it's great to be on with you guys. And yeah, I've been always a fan of your podcast. Love what you guys do with their takes on the Kiwis. Obviously, I had you on my channel before.
Yeah.
It's good to finally get that invite to come on and chat all things rugby league with you guys and all things Kiwis.
All right, mint, bro. Yeah, no, I appreciate you having you on. Yeah, it took a while. Should have got you on earlier. I should have given Jace the chop.
Yeah.
No, and we've also got Jason on. Jason Smiley Weatherly. How are you, bro? You good?
I'm good, man. How are you?
You good? You must be good after the weekend. I'm good, thanks.
Oh, I'm good after the weekend.
Warriors winning, obviously, guys. So
Yep.
it's we got to take that.
Bloody brilliant. I was there at the game too. I was at Seaver Stadium on the Gold Coast to watch it. It was a great atmosphere as well. So I'm
Oh,
sure
good.
we'll talk
Yes.
about the game, but bloody hell, it was great. It's probably brilliant.
You're based over in Gold Coast, eh?
Yeah, I am. I've
yeah.
been to the games here in Queensland this year. I've went to the Dolphins game, Magic Round, and also the Titans game. So three of the Queensland games I've been to.
Oh, yeah, nice. All right, I better shout the sponsors before I forget. Shout out to Tough Luck Workwear, independent New Zealand workwear designed by tradies for tradies. So head along to www.toughluck.co.nz and use the code Kiwi NRL. That's all caps as well. Kiwi NRL, you get 10% of the best off. They've got high vis, casual wear, tradie gear, all sorts. So go along there and support them because they've been supporting us. Also, shout out to Fitzone gyms in Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa and Waihi. If you're looking at getting into shape coming into summer, get along to Fitzone in those great towns and they'll sort you out. We're also available online, www.fitzonenz.com. We've got the Fitzone app so you can get amongst that regardless of where you are in this fine world. And last but not least, shout out to Dre from Mortgage IQ. If you're looking at getting a house, changing your lending, you're after a mortgage, get hold of Dre at Mortgage IQ and he will sort you out. All right. There goes the sponsors. They'll be happy now. Now I can send out that invoice. All right. We'll get straight into some listeners' questions, guys?
Yeah.
All right, still.
Sweet. Penrith named their B team. What's up with that? We've got in here. Thoughts on that, Christian? What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, well, look, obviously Penrith have just decided that, they can't make the top four now. So they're going to, rest their players and get them all fit and ready for the finals coming up. And, obviously last week against the Raiders, that loss has sort of, made it really tough for them to make top four. And of course, with our boys, we're hoping we finish top four as well as a Warriors fan. But, I have no issue with it. I know some people are, a bit, iffy about it. Some people don't like it. Some people think it's not good for the game to be resting all these players. But I understand their point of view, because with the finals coming up, I think if the Warriors were in a position like that, and they wanted to rest players, and I would think it's fair play, but I have no issue with it.
What about you, Jace? What do you reckon, mate?
I think just because they can't make the top four, that is like they're going to rest. Plus, they're dangerous, I reckon, if they have a rest coming into finals. That's someone I don't want to verse. Because they've been so good. Like, they've had games that they could have won, a couple of hard losses the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're against top four sides. So, obviously, they're just all rest, come into finals fresh, and probably dominate and get their fifth premiership.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, like Christian was saying, they're not going to be in the four, so I kind of get that. But I could understand why some people would be upset. But shit, it's funny when you see the list on the website. I've never seen so many ins and outs before. All right, this one's from Brilly. I'm going to Wellington this weekend. You reckon Brandon can hook me up with his dealer.
That's ratchet.
Brandon Smith's dealer. Well, it's not even proven yet, Sam.
Yeah.
So,
Innocent to
I
proven
don't
guilty.
reckon he will. We'll keep moving. All right, this is actually a good question. No, sorry, Sam, but this one is a good one. Who's your starting props for the Kiwis? So who's your 8 and 10 for the Kiwis at the end of the year? We'll start with you, Jace. Who do you reckon? Who you going?
Oof.
It is a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah, Tapine is definitely locked in.
Tarpany is a lock.
And
That's the other one, eh?
yeah, I'm going to go Fish. But Nafao White's been playing so good. But I'm going to lock on Fish.
Yep.
Fish
What
in that
about you,
Kiwis
Christian?
jumper is something else.
Yeah, true. What about you, Christian? What are your starting props for the Kiwis?
Oh, that's a very tough one actually, because I know there's been so many standouts throughout the season. So yeah, I'll probably say Tarpane's definitely lock in, definitely for sure, based on
Yep.
his form for the Raiders this year. So yeah, Tarpane for me, Joseph Tarpane, and I'm gonna say Fisher Harris. Yeah,
Yeah.
look, I don't think Fisher Harris's form has been that great, to be honest, this year. I mean, he's doing okay, but it's not been the best. But yeah, I'll go with Fisher Harris there. Though. Still, I think they'll go with Fisher Harris and Tarpane. Put the faith in those two.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, bro. I don't think it hasn't been Fisher's greatest this season, but when he puts the black jersey on, he goes finds another level. And
But
I just think Nafao White's probably going to bring a bit more punch off the bench than the other way around, maybe too, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna have
I
a
feel like
scary
with
forward
Fish-
pack.
Yeah, I feel like with Fish as well, obviously it hasn't been his best year, but there's what he brings to the team because, like, Jackson
Yeah.
Ford's been mean this year. All our young boys are just gone to another level. And I feel like even
Yeah.
Roger has even, like, maybe since having Fish there, he's just stepped it up and gone to another level too.
Yeah.
So I think it's just what Fish brings more than...
To the team in general than his statistics.
Yep.
No, I hear you. Oh,
Lost him.
our mate's dropped out. Oh, here he he's back. We lost you for a second, Christian, but you're back.
I'm here. Yep.
You're here.
Still
All
here.
right, sweet. Yeah. This one is where do you rate that the finish to the Raiders, the Penrith game of all time great finishes? Oh, it's up there. Has to be up there. Shit, it was good. I was out of my seat. All time finishes. I'm trying to think of one that was more outrageous, but I don't know. I've seen a more outrageous finish than that. What about you, Jace?
Just for like a finish just like that, I think that's number one for me. That was insane.
It has
just
to be. That was crazy, eh?
The fact that it hit the post and the whole post is like, he hit it with like that ball was going. And then the whole post shaked and then came down, they caught it, and a runaway. That was insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. What about you, Christian? Can you remember a game that was a crazier finish than that?
Yeah, well, it was an epic finish because it looked like Penrith. I think Penrith looked like they were going to go on and win that game, like up 16-4. You think they're looking very good, and just Nathan Cleary's field goal just bounces off the post, and then it looked like it was going to go through, and then the Raiders, they raced down the field and scored the match-winning try. It was a crazy finish, and I thought it was an epic game.
Great game.
That the Raiders, I know a lot of people were saying the Raiders, they weren't too. Some people saying even though they're top of the ladder, people aren't really rating their premiership chances, but you can't deny what they've been able to do this season. So
Yep.
Yeah, it was a crazy finish, an awesome game.
Raiders are a team that they're the last person you want to get the ball in that position. They're the last team you want getting the ball like at the end of the game like that. They can just score from anywhere at any moment, eh? All right. So another question here from Andre. Who's performed better for the Wars? Is James Fisher-Harris or Adam Fanua-Blake? Who's performed better, you reckon, in a Warriors jersey? Jace?
It's hard to say because Adam did it over a few years.
Yeah.
Probably just performance on the field, even though I'm a big Fish fan and there are parts of Adam Fanua-Blake's game I wasn't a big fan of. Fanua-Blake's probably had better games, I guess. I don't want to admit it, but yeah. I'd have to say AFB has performed on the field there's probably had a better showing than Fish at the moment on the field. What do you reckon, Christian? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
There's the one. Look, I think this year, I'm probably gonna say, based on last couple of years when he's been at the Warriors, it's been Fanua Blake.
Yeah.
Because Fanua Blake's been really consistent. Obviously, he's he's a different player to Fisher Harris. Obviously, Fisher Harris isn't
quite different.
A meter eater sort of player. He's not your try scorer player. He's a lot different. Fisher Harris is a lot different in styles compared to Fanua Blake. So it's obviously a tough one to answer. So, but if you're based off the past couple of years when Fanua Blake's been at the Warriors, it's definitely been Fanua Blake. But Fisher Harris has only had 1 year at the Warriors. So
Yeah, true.
yeah, it's really tricky. It's a really tricky one to answer. But if I was basing off the last couple of years, it's probably been Fanua Blake. But if Fisher Harris was here for a couple more years and is performing, then we'll see. We might put Fisher Harris in that picture. So it's a tough one to answer.
What about you, Jace?
I'll probably just go Fish once we go through and win the finals and win the premiership this year.
That'll just change everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so no,
I
probably
like
agree
it.
with
I
you
like
boys.
the answer. No, you stick with Fish. It's good.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're going to win this year. We've got another one here from Andre. This one we've been answering a lot lately, and I think we had the actual Kiwis centre trial in the weekend in that game we're talking about. He's asking who's the centre pairing of the end of year game after the game in the weekend. So I reckon McLean is after that game in the weekend. He's locked in one.
Yeah.
He has to be one centre. It's just about whether it's Seb, Chris, or Tim Walker on the other side. What are you? Who are you going, Jace? Obviously you're a selector, you can only pick one of the others.
Can Chris play the other side as well?
Yep, he's quite versatile.
Yeah. Just off this year
Another
alone,
hard
I'm
question.
probably gonna go Sebastian Chris. He's been at another level this year, so yeah, I'm gonna go Chris.
He's quite versatile too. He can play centre very well and wing very well and fullback. Yeah. What about you, Christian? Who's your Kiwi centres, you think, this year?
Yeah, well, I think Casey McLean's definitely put up his hand for selection based on what I've seen. And he played well last week. I'm going to say him and probably Sebastian Chris as my centre pairing. Yeah, those will be my centre pairing. But the other one what you said was it Timoko? You said Timoko?
Yeah, Timoko. Yeah.
Yeah, Timoko is a good shout as well. But I'll probably go with Chris and Casey McLean from the Panthers.
Yeah.
So that would be my combination.
And even it's hard. I'll probably I was just thinking in the weekend. It's still a hard one. If you want out and out strike, then Timoko and McLean would be pretty mean. So I'm going to say that because you guys said the other one. But even Adam Pompey wouldn't be out of the mix.
Yeah,
he'd be sniffing around.
In there.
The Pompey in there. Or the other way around, did you say, Jace?
No, I was going to say, if you went Chris and McLean, they're both quite versatile. So, didn't McLean play
they both can
wing
play
last year?
Yeah. Whereas Timok was just an out and out centre.
Yeah. So then you got more versatility in your back line if someone goes down.
Yeah. True. We got to have that these days. But I'll still stick with Timoko and McLean. They had a good battle against each other, man. It was a great game. All right, that's all the questions. I'll just rattle off the results from the weekend, and then we'll get into our MVKs, most valuable Kiwis. I'll just bring it up.
Just before you do the results, because it's probably more a question.
Yeah.
Christian, what was it like being at the Warriors' second home ground in the weekend?
Yes. Yeah, what was that like?
Look, it was bloody brilliant. We just the fans, the turnout was just incredible at the ground there at Seabus, and fans, getting on the trains, off the trains, a lot of Warriors fans, and we had the function before the game at the Sporting Globe down in Robina.
Cool.
The pub there down by the shopping centre. And it was a great turnout there at that pub. And, every year we've had that function hosted by Richie Morgan, the Warrior Nation. So shout out to Richie Morgan from the Warrior Nation. He runs all the pre-game, post-game events. He sorts out all that sort of stuff and the Warriors fans here in Australia.
Cool.
But, yeah, that was great. So I went to that. We had a few drinks, had a bit to eat there, and I was pumping there at the Sporting Globe. And then we went off to then you went to Seabus, and it was an incredible atmosphere. The crowd was amazing, and a lot of Warriors fans. The supporters' bays were pretty much packed out. It was all Warriors fans there. And it was just incredible, we've had a great turnout this year with Warriors supporters in Queensland, especially with Brisbane Magic round and the Dolphins clash as well. So I was at those games, and also this game as well at Seabus on the Gold Coast. So it's brilliant, just amazing.
Nice. It sounded like a Mount Smart game.
It was
Go
hectic.
Media Mount Smart
It
game.
was the singing and the chanting from all the Warriors supporters was just incredible. It was it's just like another home game for us. And the Gold Coast always is a home game, like a home game for us every year. Especially Gold Coast, Brisbane.
Yeah,
it's always
there's a lot of Kiwis or expat Kiwis over in Queensland, so they always turn up to all the games, which is epic. Is mean. Definitely helps the boys out. Sweet. All right. What happened in the weekend? Rabbitohs absolutely thumped the Dragons 40-0. Like we said earlier, Penrith get done by the Raiders in the last seconds with the freak try. Pardon me. Storm won 2014 over the Bulldogs in a tough match on Friday night. That was a humdinger of a game as well. This was an interesting game. Seagulls 58, Dolphins 30. Points galore on that one. Doesn't look like anyone wanted to tackle in that game. Saturday, Titans went down against the Warriors, like we said, 32-18 at Seabus Super Stadium in New Zealand there. What it sounded like it was. Eels win, which I did not see this coming, 30-10 against the Roosters, who have been red hot lately. Knights go down 12-46. They were in the fight the first half, but unfortunately the Broncos, only unfortunate because I went with the Knights to try and get some points over everyone else in our tipping. They were a shout at the start. They were hanging in there. And then Tigers, this was actually gave this game a bit of shit last week, but it was actually a really good game in the end, then that crazy try the Tigers got, the full-length one, that's poetry in motion, but they end up losing 28-34 to the Cowboys, and Sharks had their bye. Sweet. All right, boys. I think I briefed you, Christian, on how the MVK is the most valuable Kiwi, so we give out like a 3, 2, and a 1 point to Kiwi players that stood out to us over the round. I'll just bring up my notes. Jace, did you want to start us off with your one?
I hadn't really prepped, to be honest.
Or you want me to?
You can start.
Okay, I'll start. Well, for most valuable Kiwis for me, I've got... Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
I went with my 1 point. I actually gave 1 point to Rocco Berry. I thought he was really good for us, for the Warriors. How good is it having a centre playing centre too? It was great. I thought that was great. You actually noticed it hard out, eh? And his kick chase and everything, I thought it was a great return for Rocco. I better put that in before I forget. Put it on the leaderboard. So I'll just quickly... he's not on there, so I need to add him in. R. Berry. Add. And then for my 2 points, I went Joseph Tapine. I thought he was incredible for the Raiders in that game. It's just being his usual self. Nothing out of the norm for him, but he was outstanding. 126 run meters, 51 post-contact, 3 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, 34 tackles. Big shift from the big man. So I've given him my 2 points. And then Casey McLean has grabbed my 3 with 2 tries, 145 run meters, 46 post-contact, 2 tackle breaks. But he was getting after it, and I think he really took on that challenge against going up against Timoko, and he got the better of him on a couple of occasions, but I think near the end of the game, Timoko was fighting back. So, yeah, McLean gets my 3 for me.
Nice.
Sweet. Who wants to go next?
I'm ready now if you want.
You ready? All right, Jace, hit us. Yeah, all right.
My 1... No, I'm going to start 3. My 3 points goes to McLean as well.
Yes.
Nice. Everything you just said, he was amazing. Followed by my 2 points is Tarpenny as well. Once again, everything you said. And my 1 point goes to the pronunciation of his name. Eddie from the Warriors. Eddie Lamia Toiava? The young boy?
Toiava, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. Ready Eddie.
He obviously got his try. 13 runs for 147 meters, 69 post contact, 1 line break.
Shit.
I think there's a tackle break in there. And 20 tackles of 0 missed in 44 minutes.
Oh, what a shift from the young fella.
Yeah, so he gets my 1 point.
Good point. Great points about the point. All right. What about you, Christian? Did you have a 1, 2, and a 3 point to give out?
Yeah, so I'll start off with 3. So I'll go with Casey McLean, as you know, he was outstanding against the the Raiders, even though
Yep.
the Panthers went down, he scored 2 tries there. Obviously he had a great game. So I'll go
Yep.
Casey McLean at
Cool.
3. 2, I'm going to say, I had a bit of a hard thought about this one. It's quite difficult. I'll go
It is hard,
2.
yeah.
I'm going to say Rocco. I think Rocco actually had a great game. Yeah, so I'll go Rocco there, 2. And
Cool.
number 1, does Roger count as a Kiwi? Can I put Roger in there? Because he's not representing Kiwis anymore.
He's not representing New Zealand. Like he has been a great servant of the game for us,
Yeah.
but because he's chosen to represent Samoa, we don't put him in our little point system.
All right. So I'll probably go Tarpanay then.
Yeah.
Tarpanay at 1 there. So
Sure.
that's mine.
We still love you though, Rog. But it's just for the rules of the thing.
Just because you're
He's
on the
been
fence.
crazy though. How?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, if you're on the fence.
I'll
right.
say it's fair, but obviously
Yeah.
he's played for the Kiwis before, but obviously now he's not. So that's pretty
He has been.
It's probably a fair point too. So.
Because then otherwise it just opens it up to like so many people. So.
Oh.
But no, Roger has been outstanding. He's been having quite the season. Deli M winger, you think? Just trying to think. Is there anyone else who would be in front of him? Just trying to think.
If Alex
Brian
Johnston,
Ta'obi one.
Yeah, possibly. Yep, he'll probably.
Yeah.
If Alex Johnston beats a record, he'll get it.
Alex Johnson. You reckon?
If he beats a record,
They'll give it to him because.
I reckon they'll do something
Nah.
It's cheesy like
Well,
that.
they'll give him something, but you got to get the points, don't you?
Has he been playing centre or wing?
Did you have a?
Sorry,
Jace, what was it?
has he
you
been
said
playing
centre
centre
or
or
wing?
wing? Oh,
Something?
Marky Mark. Oh, Mark, something. Oh, he's been playing wing.
Yeah, he's been playing a bit of predominantly wing.
Yeah, so
He'll probably end up. I've seen a reel about that talking about the Aussie team about who the wingers would be.
Yeah.
And some people are quite confident it could be him, but they got Lomax, Coates.
Yeah.
No, obviously some more. Who else is there? Perez is an option as well.
Perez.
But he'll be definitely in the conversation. Mark.
Yeah,
Mark. I was going to say Nanga Tawasi, however you say it. So he's an absolute weapon, eh? All right. Did you have a Kiwi moment from the round that stood out to you, like a play, a try, or just anything? Is there a certain player or moment from you guys that you had over the weekend that stood out to you?
McLean scored 2 tries. Whether that counts as a moment, even though Penrith lost, but
yeah, that's a good moment. Yeah, I think both is just his performance.
2 tries against the Raiders. Yeah, Casey McLean's 2 tries because those are the ones that really stood out for me.
Yeah, his performance was great, and even like one of those tries, he's just showed his speed, to get around. I think it was Timoko directly in front of him and dotted over there. So yeah, McLean's tries definitely stand out. It's for you, that's for sure. What about you, Jace?
Well, I kind of want to change my 2 points now, but it's all good because Strange is eligible to play for the Kiwis.
He is eligible. Yep.
So I'm going to make his try. And so isn't Weeks also? Is Weeks eligible?
He's eligible as well. Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to make
They both haven't said though, but
yeah. Well, until they say they're playing for someone else, I'm going to make that my moment.
Okay.
Just that was on the same try. Hey, but they haven't said no yet.
I think Strange is also, I don't know if you've seen it, but he's eligible for England as well.
Oh, one of those ones.
With England, New Zealand, and Australia, he's eligible for.
And then there'll be one other random one he's eligible for, and he'll go for them.
Maldives or something like that. All right. We'll keep it
What about you, Len?
moving. Oh, what was mine? I mean, it probably wasn't set up that well, but I think Pompey's try is pretty mean. Mainly because I backed him to get a try, but I was like,
yeah.
He's been going well, man. I reckon Pompey's his footwork and that, he's underrated.
He's good, man.
He's so underrated, bro. So for me, it'd be Pompey's try. And just the season he's having, I think it's gone under the radar a little bit too. So I'm going to go with that. All right. We'll get into the next round. We just quickly go through the round, Christian, and you give us, I'll say the game, and then you just basically, just say who we think is going to win and why. Basically, it's kind of quick fire. So we got Thursday night. We've got the Bulldogs taking on Penrith Panthers. Very changed team. Christian, who do you reckon wins that game?
Oh, just obviously seeing the team changes there this afternoon, and
Yeah.
obviously Penrith are resting a lot of their players now with the finals around the corner.
Yeah.
You can't write off Penrith. I know they've got a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Bulldogs, yeah. Look, I think they did all right against Melbourne. They were quite competitive, but still, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as big of a threat in the finals. I know they're top 4 at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. Like, just look at them. They've got potential to do something in the finals, but this is a big game for them. Obviously, if they can get a win over Penrith, it's a big result for them. But I'm gonna say, this is tricky. I was gonna tip Penrith, but then I went back into tip Dogs. It's
Yeah.
quite hard. Yeah, I'll go Dogs, but I think it'll be closer than what people expect. I mean, I know people
Yeah.
are looking at this thinking this is just going to be one-way traffic to Dogs, but you can't write off Penrith. So I'm going to go Bulldogs by 8. Yeah, I think it'll be close.
Nice. All right. What about you, Jace?
Pretty much in the same boat as Christian. I see the Bulldogs as a similar team to us sometimes, where we'd come into this game and we'd probably lose it because they're down troops, and it happened last time when we was Penrith and they were down troops. So I'm actually leaning towards Penrith as everything with Christian saying. So yeah, flip of a coin. Have they had 2 weeks in a row they've gone to Golden Point?
Penrith, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it could be 3.
The ins and outs is absolutely crazy. The ins and outs is crazy.
Yeah.
Just looking at it now, it's just like out the gate. Sweet. I'm going to go Dogs.
Like a whole
they should
list
win this. It's like the whole team's changed. So I'm just like, if the Dogs can't win this, then you can pretty much put a line through them for the comp because, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. But then Penrith are that type of team. There's some players in there that I want to see play too. So it's kind of cool how they're doing that in regards to seeing other people's playing.
Yeah, Preston
All right,
Ricky.
the main game of the weekend, the Warriors take on the Eels at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. Jace, who wins this? Who wins this, mate? Eels come out and won last week. I
was more confident before the Eels game and after our win, and then I was like, shit. But nah.
So you're saying
Warriors all day.
All right. Yep. What about you, Christian?
Look, this is an important game for us. We have to, get another win. I know, last week against the Titans, we got the result, which we need to get because we haven't been the Titans in a long time.
Yep.
So again, at home, sold out crowd as well, which I believe. So, Eels won't be easy. This is going to be a tough game. Regardless of what position the Eels are on the ladder. They've actually shown some very good solid showings by their performances. And I think, that win over the Roosters last week was another sign that, the Eels can be quite dangerous. So I think it's going to be a tricky game, but I think the boys will get up and get the result they need to. Last home regular game of the season.
Yep.
So I think we'll get up. I'll say by Warriors by 12 points at least. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
No, I agree. I think it would be around that margin. I think the Warriors, they just need to get this done anyway. So I'm going to pick them. They should be good at getting it done. Like you said, Eels are a very tricky team. They're dangerous. I think Mitchell Moses was obviously outstanding last weekend. So if we can contain him a bit, it will help. But pretty much unchanged Warriors team, I think. I haven't had a proper look.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just unchanged from last week.
Sweet. So getting a bit of consistency, which is always good. Sorry, what was that, Jace?
Just on that Warriors game last week, how good was the ref? I actually liked the ref in that game.
He was great. He's a new guy, eh?
Yeah.
He's only a new guy, I think.
I think it was a policeman.
It was some consistent.
Oh, true. Arrest you afterwards. Sorry, what did you say? He was consistent, Jace? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's but consistent both ways. Like it was actually some real good riffing.
Yeah.
I didn't come out of it being like,
I like the way how he had
shit riff,
a lot of the times he just told them to hurry up and play the. Oh, I've lost Jason.
Yeah.
You back?
Can you hear me?
Sorry,
again?
I lost you, Jace. Yeah.
Yep.
Go again.
Yeah,
Go again.
It was trying to reconnect. Yeah, exactly what you said with he would tell them just to play the ball. It's not a penalty.
Yeah. When they're trying to milk one, he was really good at just play the ball. He'd tell them to do that, which I actually really liked. Good point. I thought he was good too. Storm take on the Roosters, which will be an interesting interaction with the Roosters were red hot till last weekend. I've got Storm winning this. might be closer than what people think. What about you, Christian? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think well, obviously the Roosters a surprising result last week, losing to the Eels down there at Combank Stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is an important game for the Roosters. The Roosters lose this, that puts more pressure on them in the last game of the season, and they're taking on the Rabbitohs too, which the Rabbitohs
yeah,
could end their finals hopes. So, what a story that would be. That'd be a crazy
interesting.
story. But
Yeah,
look, I think Melbourne at home, even though they've locked in top 2, it's pretty much guaranteed now.
yeah,
But they'll put in a good performance here at their home ground, and obviously they're really tough to beat at Amy Park. So I'm going to go
yeah.
Melbourne Storm, and I'm going to say Melbourne probably be too strong for the Roosters in this one. Yeah, I'll go by 16 points at least.
Oh yeah, nice. Always a quite convincing one there. Yeah, I'm gonna go Storm too.
Yeah.
And Jay said you told us who's winning yet?
Nah, but I'm Storm
He's
as well.
frozen on us again.
Oh, my internet.
He's frozen. He's back.
I'm back. I said Storm.
And he's gone. Okay, cool.
Am I there?
I think I see you're in and out, but we'll just keep moving.
Yeah.
All right, Raiders take on the Tigers. First plays 11th place. Christian, who do you think's winning this one, mate?
Yeah, I gotta go with the Raiders here. Raiders at home. They should be too strong for the Tigers. The Tigers, have shown some great improvement under Benji. Actually, they've done very well, and they've avoided the wooden spoon, which is the main thing for them. So
Yeah,
I know they lost last week, and probably they really should have won against the Cowboys when they were,
yeah,
had that pretty good, decent lead over the Cowboys, and they let them score 3 or 4 tries on the back end, and
yeah. That was unfortunate.
which is really heartbreaking for the Tigers and their fans at home. And had they won that, they would have kept their season finals hopes alive. But I don't think they'd make the finals anyway. But yeah, tricky task out of Canberra, go and take on the Raiders team who are just in great form at the moment, confidence wise. And I think the Raiders should win this. They probably win it reasonably comfortably. I think the Tigers will be pretty competitive at the start, but I think the Raiders should be too strong. So I'll go Raiders by 18 points. Yeah, I think that'd be too good.
Yeah, I'll go Raiders as well. It's hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to say the Raiders. I'd have liked parts of the Tigers game over the recent games this year. So, and obviously, like you said, they're out of contention for the spoon, which is awesome. It's great for Benji to have that improvement out of the team as well. But yeah, Raiders surely they get that done convincingly. Well, they'd want to be, surely. They'd be pretty short, I think, on the odds. I haven't checked, but sweet. Next game's Dragons take on the Sea Eagles. This is a yucky game, sticky game to pick. You could definitely flip a coin for this one. Can the Sea Eagles repeat that performance? Is the question. They haven't been able to this year, but what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's really hard to predict any Manly game this season. It's been really difficult because these are the games they're expected to win. But I think the Dragons, look, I think they've shown some good signs under Flanagan. Albeit they've been very competitive. I think they've beat a few top 8 sides as well this year. So they've been really close in a lot of their games, and some of the results, probably had they had a few more wins, that they may be sitting inside that top 8. But the Dragons got nothing to play for now. This season's pretty much, it's been done for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Manly, this is an important game. They can still keep their Glim finals hopes alive.
They got more to play for.
I'm going to go Manly, but I'm not that confident. I think this will be, because this is a flip of a coin, like you said. I'm going to say Manly. In a tight one, though, I think it'll be close. I'm going to go Manly by probably 8 points.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Manly, they just have a slightly more to play for. Like you said, Dragons, their season's kind of over. You'd expect Manly to hopefully try and for their sake, put a couple of good games together. So, I'll go Manly as well. The old Queensland derby. We've got Cowboys take on Broncos on Saturday in Townsville there. It's a hard one. I think Cowboys are a team that can just score a few tries, but some of the Titans at the moment, they can bang out 4 tries randomly just in quick succession. So, but in saying that, I think the Broncos have been going good enough that they should put the Cowboys away. So I want to say Broncos But Cowboys do find a little bit extra when they play the Broncos, so I don't think it'll be by much,
Yeah.
in my opinion. What about you, bro?
Yeah, this is the these two teams have produced some crackers. Over the years, especially when that 2015 grand final.
Yeah.
And they've had some golden points. They had 1-pointers. They've had some close games over the years,
Yeah.
but obviously the Cowboys haven't been that sort of team in a while. Look, as for the Broncos, good win last week, albeit they beat the Knights, as expected. The
Yep.
Knights are struggling, so yeah. Look, you'd say Broncos win this one. I think they should get it done, but the Cowboys themselves, they'll be willing to play spoil card in this one. At
Yep.
home too. So the only problem with the Cowboys is their defense. Their defense has been very poor this year. It's
Very average.
probably been it's been very average. They've conceded a lot of points. And the Broncos have got the attacking players like Walsh. Got Staggs, Shibasaki's having good seasons for them as well.
Yep.
Ben Hunt had a great game last week in
He was awesome last
350th
week.
game. He was brilliant. Outstanding 4-pack as well for the Bronx. So I'm going to go Broncos, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys were very close, competitive wise in this one. So I'll go Broncos by 6 points. Yeah, I think it'll be close. Yeah, I'm going to say them by 6.
Yeah, I think it's going to be closer than what people might think, just with that. They seem to have great games against each other, Cowboys and the Broncos. Jason, welcome back, mate. If you're going to pick a team,
back.
Cowboys or Broncos, which one?
Broncos, I believe, is the one. Yeah, I reckon they're too hard to beat.
All right, Roger. Sharks versus the Knights, Sunday, 4 p.m. The Knights showed a little bit of hope in that last game, but what happened?
No, Knights are paying $5.75.
What, head-to-head to win?
Yeah, that is
Shit,
crazy.
Well, that's kind of crazy, but they probably should be paying something decent.
Yeah.
They have been pretty cake. But they did stand up for a while last weekend, so I was semi-impressed. I'm just going to have to say Sharks here. The Knights have just been poo-poo for too long for me. What about you, Christian?
Yeah, Sharks, I don't really need to say too much about this one. Yeah, Sharks should win. They should win well. And, 13 plus for the Sharks over the Knights. The Knights just, they've just had a very poor season. And, I don't know how, AOB is still got his job, to be honest. I think he should be under a bit of pressure. Des is gone. So, yeah, I think Sharks should win and win well.
All right, what about you, Jace? Who you backing?
Is Des not signed till 2026?
No, he was talking about everyone else, not himself.
Yeah, I think Sharkies an offer by Nico is not named, eh?
Shit. What happened?
I think he's still injured, or
must be still injured because he didn't play last week, did he?
He had that head knock that week before.
Ah, yes,
So maybe they're still resting him.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he recovers quickly. All right, the last game of the round, another Queensland derby. Titans versus the Dolphins. Dez's last game. Dez's second to last game. Do they stand up? Do they put on a performance? I can't see it. I'm going Dolphins, but not very confident. But yes, I'm going Dolphins. Both these teams can score 1,000 points very quickly, so it's anyone's game to me. But yes, I'm leaning towards the Dolphins. What about you, Christian?
Yeah, I think the Dolphins have still got a slight hope of finals if they can win this game and, results go their way. But, yeah, I think they should win this. Titans, I don't know, who knows where their minds are now, whether they, really want to play for Des or not, these next 2 games. So, yeah, I'll say Dolphins. Dolphins, a team that can score a lot of points, but they've conceded a lot of points lately over the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, I'll go Dolphins by maybe 10 points at least.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And what about you, Jace?
I really want Dolphins to play finals, but I feel like it's Titans are going to get this one.
Randomly, they'll stand up and get it. Yeah.
It'll be almost like that stat when you change 100%. Coach, you win the game. Coach gets sacked.
It's like that. Game. I was going to bring that up, actually. He just got sacked, for next year, but quite often that the team will put on a performance of some kind. And Rabbitohs get 2 points.
How good.
So Brandon Smith gets the week off before he gets years off, maybe. No, hopefully it's not true, but yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. We'll keep moving. Preview is there a Kiwi to watch or a matchup a Kiwi matchup you're looking forward to in the weekend at all, Jace?
Ooh, I'll bring up the thing again. I had to bring it up on my phone. Are they on the same? To see if they're on the same. Oh, he's not even playing. Never mind. I thought Militalo and Maju might be against each other, but they're not.
But Maju's out, eh?
Yeah, Maju's out.
Yes, I think there's one here that I think is kind of interesting. It's like it'll be Rocco Berry
Yeah.
or Adam Pompey versus Dylan Brown.
I was just about to say that.
Centre. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm just stoked to see Dylan playing NRL level and not having to like play reserve grade. Even though it's at centre, it's just think from the Kiwis' perspective as well, having him come in without playing top grade for that many games wouldn't have been ideal. So, yeah. What about you, Christian? Is there a Kiwi you're looking forward to watch this weekend or a matchup or at all for this weekend?
I think it might come out of the Warriors game, actually, versus the Eels. Yeah, it might be a bit slight bias with this one, but I would say Pompey. Yeah, I'll go Pomps. Yeah, I think Pomps, you guys are recovered on it. You said he's having a very good season, and I think he has. He's been quite underrated for the Warriors, and he's been playing every game this year, so we'll go with Pomps there.
Yeah, and also like he's setting up a lot of our point scoring he's involved with, so which is also a good thing. But yeah, so Pompey's like if one of those other centre options go down, like he's definitely got his hand up. He's next in line, to slot straight into that Kiwi centre jersey, that's for sure. Sweet. All right. We just usually round it out with a bit of a best bet. If it's something you're into, you can throw one out there, Christian. If you're not, that's all good too. I'll just start off with Kane. That Kiwi Punter sent his through for us to read out, so I'll dig it up. Where is he? Where did he send that to? Must have been to the Good Punts chat, eh? Sending that all over the place, Kane. Come on, mate. No, not there either. He did send it to me. Must be just in my chat. I'll just edit this out anyway. Where is he? He must have sent it like first thing this morning. Where is it? I can't find it. He definitely sent it to me though.
Well,
have you seen it anywhere? Oh, here are 3 messages.
I wasn't looking, to be honest.
Oh, bro, help me out, man. It might have been Instagram. That's the problem these days. No, it's not Instagram. Kane, I've lost your bet, mate. Where did you send it? How early in the day did you send that to me? No, I've lost it.
Did you send it on Discord or anything?
I'll just message him. No, he messaged me, I thought. I'll just ask him.
Yeah. Anyway, while you do that, I'll do my bet.
Do you have one, mate?
I will do...
Yes, you do yours, yep.
I reckon he can back it up. Jordan Ricky with a try again.
Jordan Ricky?
Yep.
Oh.
Against the Cowboys.
Okay, nice. All right. Christian, did you have a bet at all that a good bet that you think you could throw out there for the good people?
Must be a winner.
Nah, I'm sort of. I don't know. I'm not too bit of an expert on that sort of side of things. So
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. Kane sent his through. He said Satili Tupanua. Even though he's played for Tonga, he is eligible for the Kiwis and hasn't turned down the Kiwi jersey yet. So I think we can do that for you. So Satili Tupanua anytime. And my one is I'm riding this to the end of the season regardless. It's an Aaron Clark try. He has not scored this year.
But he went close in the
so
weekend.
He needs to. He did go close. I might have left my seat a little bit when he kind of crashed over and didn't quite. So Aaron Clark anytime for me. I just want the bro to get over for the end of the season. So yeah, there's no statistical analysis. I just want him to get a try before the end of the year. So yeah, that was mine. All right, thanks boys for jumping on. I think that's it. We've covered everything. As usual, where do they find us for their Tardinga, Jace?
The Tardinga, he's changed it up.
Changed it up on you a little bit. Yeah.
Spotify, podcast, Apple Podcast, Podbean, I believe it is.
Yes, and then for our karu or fatu, depending on where you're from,
they will find us on the YouTube.
All right, and if they want to follow us, they don't follow us home. Where do they follow us, mate?
They follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yes.
Like, subscribe,
Instagram,
put on auto
TikTok.
downloads apparently. I think that helps us.
Yes, definitely. That will help us. And what about you, Christian? If anyone listening wants to follow your stuff, where's the best place to find you? And how do the good people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on the Instagram. That's where I do majority of my majority of my content. So that's at Warriors NRL Fanatics, and I've also got a YouTube channel, so Warriors NRL Fanatics there. Also on TikTok as well. So it's all the same, Warriors Fanatics, NRL Fanatics, and on Twitter as well, X as it's known as. So on all those platforms, you can find me there.
Oh, nice. No doubt. Obviously, we will have them tagged in everything that we put out for this episode, so you will be able to find our man Christian. Yes, it's been a long time coming, mate. Thank you for jumping on and taking the time to have a yarn with us, and I really appreciate it, mate. And then I'll thank you too, Jason, for 80% of the show.
Awesome.
Your paycheck's getting cut this week. You're down 20% for cutting out. No. And yeah, so just thank you everyone for listening. Yeah, like we said earlier, just go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere where it's just Kiwi NRL Podcast. You will find us. As always, up the wires, give them a taste of Kiwis. Let's go.
You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go